Today, we're going to be meeting with Wendy Garcia. She is a foster family recruiter and a family advocate. She has been with McKinley for 2.5 years and says that she is passionate about helping the less fortunate. Her friends describe her as being funny, supportive, and just passionate about life. Let's spend some time getting to know Wendy and hearing how COVID-19 has affected her work. Oh, Wendy, it's so good to see you. How are things going?
Good, thank you. Everything is going great.
Awesome, awesome. Well, as I had mentioned, we wanted to share your story because we felt that you've just been such an inspiration to so many, as not just here at McKinley, but kind of as a frontline person for us. So, as we get started, I just wondered if you would be open to share what brought you to McKinley.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much. Well, I actually started with McKinley as a consultant and was given the opportunity to be part of a new program. So we went ahead and took that opportunity. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but nonetheless, I moved into the FFA, and it has been a great learning experience for me. I feel like I've grown so much this past couple of years, so it's been great.
Awesome, awesome. And I believe you've been with us for about 2.5 years. Is that right?
Yes, almost 3 years.
Excellent. Well, would you be willing to share with our audience, like, what is a day like in your work? And you could even tell us a little bit about your personal side of, how do you start the day out? And then how does that flow into your work at McKinley?
Okay. So I usually start my day with a little bit of meditation, getting ready for the day. McKinley, every day is different. Um, FFA department is so busy. I work very closely with families, so I do anything from recruitment to hosting annual meetings with the families, meet and greets, any administrative meetings. I talk to social workers, county workers. I'm also part of the ISFC program, which is more intensive care program. So sometimes we try to match, children to families. So it's a very busy day, but every day is completely different, and I love that about it.
That sounds amazing. Since COVID-19 has, been amongst us, how has that affected your work? And more importantly, tell us too how that has affected you personally.
Yes. So personally, my father was diagnosed with stomach cancer back in December. In January of this year, he had to have his stomach removed. He had a full gastrectomy. His recovery was very difficult, slow, but happy to share that he's doing great. He is stronger and stronger every day and back to his normal self. He didn't have the need to have chemo, radiation, and it's just been a blessing for my family and I. So, although we take care of him, we try to not go out at all if possible, to keep him as safe as we can. Um, and he is, anxious to go back into the world now that he feels better. So it's hard to keep him home, but he knows it's for his own good, and we take it day by day.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. Along that line, what would you say inspires you to keep doing what you do, especially as you work with the families and even in the situation with your home? What inspires you to keep helping people?
Well, I feel like knowing that I'm part of something big and that I make a difference in the lives of the families that I work with the children. It just, motivates me to keep on going. All my team at McKinley, they are awesome. The social workers continue to, show up at the homes and support the families and children. So just, everyone that continues to show up every day gives me that motivation for me to do the same and give the best of myself to the work that I do.
I'm curious, being that we can't go to the gym or we can't go to things that are part of our daily life, how do you manage to stay resilient and to stay hopeful and positive in your work?
Right. So I have a strong faith, a strong church community. We, have Bible studies and, stay connected throughout the week, but definitely also walks. We have a family walk schedule every afternoon, and we take the dogs and, the whole family walks together for, about an hour. It's just self-care, a lot of, self-work, try to make better, eat healthier eating choices. We cook more. We're, cooking every day, 3 meals most of the time. So
So you're bonding. You guys are bonding and you're finding ways. And along that line, how has your innovation or technology, how has that been for you? For a lot of people, they say they've been stretched, they never have done this before, but how is that working? And tell us about how that has affected your work too, because, you are doing a lot of Zoom meetings and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, a lot of things I never thought that I would be able to do from home. For me, I am a little bit of an introvert. So, being in front of the camera and, talking to people over the phone is easy. More in the camera or in person sometimes could be a little bit intimidating, but nonetheless, it's just making me feel, more comfortable. And yes, getting creative. We've hosted trainings, orientations, resource sharing meetings. So, and everyone's on board. Some people at the beginning kind of don't want to use a camera, but then they get comfortable and, we can see them and connect with them.
Well, I will tell you, Wendy, you're a natural. You just are, just doing so well, and it just seems like this comes to you very natural to you. Before I leave you, I just wanted to ask you a last question, and that is, what is something that is inspirational to you? I mean, obviously, to be able to see your father recover and to see him get better, that seems like something that would be inspiring to you. But is there something else that you would want to share with us that has inspired you during this time?
Yes. So actually, at the beginning of the month, my sister and I, we attended an 8-hour virtual conference on just how to be, how to show up a better version of yourself every day. Great lineup of speakers, and the topic was courage. So, and it would definitely just focus on this times, how to be courageous, how to show up every day, to give the best of you to the community, to the people you serve, to the people you live with. And I think that's helped tremendously. It shifted my whole mindset as to, how to, just keep going every day.
Wow, that's beautiful. And I don't know, maybe you feel this way, but it really seems to also tie into our human principles that we have here at McKinley. It sounds like you're doing some nurturing of yourself, and you're also being hopeful and staying in that positive vein. So I commend you for that. I don't have any other questions for you. Do you have any other questions, or do you want to ask me a question? We haven't done this in the interviews, but anything come up for you?
No, I think it's great. I think it's great that McKinley is doing this because, it's really, we do a lot of humanistic work. We have that connection with the families. And for example, in my part, I felt so supported throughout my whole process that I was going through. I have great leaders that will reach out and say, I'm just thinking about you, hoping everything's okay. And just that made a whole difference. And, me wanting eager to come back into the office and give it my all. And, things didn't come out that way, but still, I'm just blessed to be working and, being here at home, like I said, taking care of my father and still supporting everyone. So.
Well, Wendy, on behalf of the leadership and everyone here at McKinley, and we just thank you. Thank you for being on the front lines and for showing up for the families that we serve. It truly is an honor to have spent this time with you, and I look forward to one day meeting you in person.
Yes, likewise. Thank you so much.
In the meantime, stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll be in touch.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that something you have heard has triggered your heart and maybe you would like to become part of McKinley's family. Please visit us at our website or call us at the number below. Or if you've ever considered becoming a foster parent, please reach out to us. We would love to start a dialogue with you. Thank you again.